Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you might be watching my video. Today we're going to make some pickled sausages. I'm going to take these little smokies, and I might use some of these jalapeno dogs, and I'm going to take some carrots, and I'm going to take some cherry tomatoes, and vinegar, and pickling and canning salt, and bay leaves, and a dried up jalapeno pepper here, and I'm going to make some pickled sausages. I'm going to use that jar right there. So let me get everything prepped, and I'll show you what I'm doing. Okay, in my pot here, the first thing I need to do is make a brine. In my pot here, I have 4 cups of vinegar. I'm going to add to that 2 cups of water. Then to that, I am going to add 6 cloves of garlic because I have 6 cups of brine. I'm going to add a bay leaf. I'm going to add my pepper here, my jalapeno pepper, but I de-seeded it and took out the ribs so it wouldn't be so hot, it would just be flavor. And then I've got some salt in there. I've got 3 tablespoons of salt. I have 6 cups of brine, 3 tablespoons of salt, and 6 cloves of garlic. So I'm going to put this in there, and what we're going to do is we're going to bring this up to a nice rolling boil. So I'll bring you back when it starts to boil. Okay, my brine is boiling good enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it turn it off, and I'm going to let it cool off just a wee bit so it doesn't go boiling hot into the jar. And I'm going to prep my dogs. Okay, y'all, I cut my dogs in half, and I used 2 packages of these Oscar Mayer Smokies. I don't think I'm going to use these. Well, I know I'm not going to use these jalapeno dogs. I'm just going to put these back in the fridge. So then I'll show you my next step. Okay, y'all, I went out to my garden and I found this little bit of, not much parsley here, and a little bit of dill weed, and I'm going to stuff that down in there. And I'm going to use these cherry tomatoes. What I did is I took my knife and I poked a hole in them. So now I'm going to put a few of these down in there. Let me shake up my jar and see if I can get some more. Okay, let me get these last 2 in there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of these carrots and I'm going to stuff some of them down in there. So let me get the bag open and we'll go at it. Okay, let me see how many of these little carrots I can stuff down in there. Now y'all, I'm using carrots and tomatoes. You can use onions. You can use, well, whatever you want to pickle. You can use eggs. Some people, I've heard of some people, instead of using these smokies, they do bologna. Or they might do, you know, that ring bologna. Or you can do regular hot dogs. This is not for long-term storage, y'all. This is for storage in my fridge. So I don't have to be as careful. But I think that's good enough. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fish that out of my brine and put it on top. Wait a second. I think I can get a few more carrots in there. Hold on. Yeah, that's good. Now I'm going to fish the stuff out of my brine. So here we go. Get that pepper out. Get this garlic. And stick that down in there. That's that bay leaf. Get the rest of this garlic. Okay, now y'all, on your brine, because this is not long-term storage, this is storage in my fridge, you can use plain salt. But if you use plain table sauce, it will get cloudy. So I used my canning salt so it wouldn't get cloudy. So now we're going to pour the brine in over that. Now, I'm going to use 2 hands, so I'm going to put the camera down. Okay, I've got some brine left, but I'm going to do just like when you are canning. Now, I'm not canning. Oops. Garlic down. I'm not canning this, y'all. This is for storage in my fridge. But let me work some of them air bubbles out and see if I can get some more brine in there. Now, y'all, on your brine, you can use peppercorns. You can use, if you like basil, you can use basil. You can use oregano. You can use all kinds of things. Just remember to keep your vinegar and your water ratio and your salt ratio. You want roughly a tablespoon of salt for every 2 cups of brine. Now start there and make you a batch of whatever you're making, and if you think it needs more salt or something, next time make you a small batch. And if you think it needs more salt, well, next time when you make it, add more salt. So I think that's good right there. So now, oh, and y'all, some people use apple cider vinegar. I just use white vinegar because that's what I like. So there we go. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? Whew. So now this will go in the fridge. In 2 days, it'll be 2 or 3 days, it'll be ready, but it won't taste that good, y'all. I'm going to leave this in the fridge for a week. I'm going to let it cool way down. I'm going to stick it in the fridge. I'm going to let it set for at least a week before I open it up, and I'll do a taste test after it's been in the fridge for a week. So there you go, y'all. That's how I make my pickled sausages. So see you in a week. Thanks for watching, and in a week we'll break this open and see how it tastes. Bye.